Today, we are playing some Tavern Talk. Big shout outs to Future Friend Games, Gentle Troll Entertainment for the key. This is Tavern Talk. It's kind of like Coffee Talk, but with more D&D monsters and creatures and peoples. So we're gonna make drinks for people and talk about the problems. So let's enough jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. Yes. Pronouns he, him. Go pronouns.
Once upon a time in a world far, far away,
Uh-huh.
in a realm ruled by dragons and magic. Well, actually, it was this land specifically. Not that far away. Let me start over. Once upon a time, somewhere in Gaia, not that far away, there was a tavern. My tavern. A place for anyone looking for an adventure or a quick refreshment. A place open to everybody. Even jackdaws, I suppose. But I'm not just your typical innkeeper. My drinks are infused with magic to aid ambitious adventurers on their quests. To make sure they always return victorious. Big shoes to fill, I know. Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
Hey, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yes, all fine and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better, I took a walk around the grove and even replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for that mushroom to turn into a mushroom monster or a mushroom mimic or maybe a gnome. Did it? No, but I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great. I got to see the same stones, the same trees, and the same and marine hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life isn't excited as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces, and also a snack. There are various types of nuts: walnuts, peanuts, hazelnut. I'm allergic. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. Okay, it's awkward. And hey, at least something would have happened if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No, I think that counts as a mistake. So you're saying, so what you're saying is you're missing some spice. Oh no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Thought though I'm very good at growing Phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. Ah, oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes. Yes, exactly. That's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. So a classic case of boredom, I say. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like life's like life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. Don't I know it? Don't I know it? My life is also not bad, but not particularly fun. Hmm. I've been there. Have you ever tried another thing? Have you ever tried to add a little zest into your soup? Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater or a gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Yes. I think that's the point. Ah, I'm afraid of heights and of people and of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not the telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I've never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there, see something. Like, for example, listen to this song I started writing. Wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to beat a pretty nymph, resting by the lakes. A pretty nymph? Pretty nymph? That's pretty daring. Of course it is. That's the point. Finding them, enjoying themselves in the water. The sun shining through the treetops, making the stream glisten in fragmented light. A divine beauty. I would love to sing about the exciting, magical things I encounter. Hmm. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs to write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I prefer you didn't. Okay. Maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift drink. Whew. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thanks for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a featherlight nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Uh, Both? Hmm. But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Although, although, I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern so long, I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes. Really? Yes. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Welcome to my drink making nook. So this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Ed and Do. Careful. I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? I usually figure out usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you've pinned my order. I did. If you want to look at specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. When I'm sure, when I know for sure what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No. I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial. So I stick to my recipes. When I settle on one, I use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? Well, well, I just erase it with a sponge or pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in five bottles on the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or I want to redo my drink for some reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. And once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You got this. Okay, Swift Strike. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Oh, just like that. Hmm. And it just teleports? Yeah, of course it does. What else do you think was happening? I thought it was just very good sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they might be the end of you? Maybe, but how will I know? How would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yeah, I want to tell great stories, but what? Never mind. Okay. How can I help you? A drink for you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific. Thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure. Whatever. All right. Spoken heart. Okay, so move infusion. Oh, I think I know it. Okay, so About to be a very. That's about to. Hmm. Let me get this drink right. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. That should be digestible. Maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes almost washes the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night and her bone shattering song of sorrow. Almost. All right. The brooding type, I say. What were you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand. That I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong in the woods, like the stream ripples down the mountain, or the birds in the trees. Keep the balance. It's just what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes, no, not really. I want to experience things outside of the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life full of adventure. Boredom will feel like bliss. I want to live a life so full of adventure. Boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong, and I want to sing songs of my adventures that make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I'll never leave. I could never leave Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the Grove as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so. Yes. What if what if it's wrong to leave though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? Then it would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most important part of my day. Oh, hello. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment in Keep? Last time I checked. Hmm. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name is Carolyn. Hmm. You can call me Care or Lynn. Wouldn't care. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Care, Lynn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quest, right? So they say. Do you want one? Do you have a look? You have a look at my notice board? Ugh, no, no quest for me. But maybe I have one for you on your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble in Targren, terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. A werewolf? That's news to me. Listen, me too. Don't see one in almost a decade. That was far south in Erevan. Hmm. Been wondering if it's the same one just moving up like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? Think so. Nah, that just split society into two camps: Team Werewolf or Team Vampire. Which one are you in Keep? Hmm, Team Werewolf. Is it the fur or the pecs? Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp more so. I'm itching to ask for details. Don't. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? Ooh, are we flirting? Yes. That's why I asked. Keep guessing. Has anyone ever told you you could pass for a werewolf as a werewolf? Yes, all the time. At least twice a day. Okay, okay. Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. I see. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm afraid he might look like a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunchbacked, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that is that is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell on Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule before you know it. The next one wannabe Von Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Von Helsings also hunt werewolves? I don't know. Don't care enough to check either way. That's Southern werewolf, yeah. Right. Anything that might help others get done with it rather swiftly. Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works? On any dog, trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Sheriff. Len. It's not that hard. Either Carolyn or Care or Len. Gotcha, Len. Alright, Chief. You got a name or is it just Inkeep? Just Inkeep for now. Playing it hard to get, I see. Well, Inkeep. Then before I venture on, you got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I don't know, something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. Don't give me any of that watered down muck instead. Southern Brawler. Drink with 0 water, as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back east towards Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Some personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will you? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I've heard some folks complaining about an uptick in the west. So might as well humor her and make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Hold up, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Merge? Something like that, yeah. Odd, isn't ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use of digging up the past. It's just gonna open up old wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up on prophesizing. You started this conversation. And I'm ending it. Alright. Well then. If you find any more rumors for me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf. Don't do groups. But sure, for more work I'll come be back. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. I could use some help. Fine. I got a few minutes. Let's see your setup. This is where I sort all the rumors I collected. Also written them down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. Think the next best step would be to sort the magic snippets. Would be to wait. Okay. Would be to sorting the matching snippets on your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, Select quill of yours, and it'll be written out. Got it. Got it. Thank you for the help, Lynn. Come put it on the tab. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. All right then. Let's assemble this quest. Werewolf detours. Oh, I see it. Gotta feed the garbage disposal. And blow out the candle. Quest taken. What do we have? What do you have there, babe? I found this on the notice board. It says there's a werewolf terrorizing Tragarin. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? No, not yet. What kind of hero are you looking for? One who knows his way around difficult terrain, even woods. Maybe one who's good with a bow. One who tells me what they want the quest. Why tells me I'm good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know Fable. And maybe I want the quest. Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into the tavern, and the quest practically jumps out at me. I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near forest. You know forest. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human. But you talked to humans before, and you got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're collecting dust in your room. And 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 I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then I didn't think that far ahead. I see. I rather I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest and then I have to go on the quest and then I have to fight the werewolf or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Oh, okay. I didn't think talking was worse than fighting a werewolf, but okay, sure. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me, and what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead, and then the tree would be mad at me, but it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. It certainly did. maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes. Do you want me to tell? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I. Whatever I have, whatever I have to make, whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place, and suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes a decision for me. Like, like, like a slime, a frozen slime, a frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. You sell bones? Only the slimes. Ah, maybe you'll be able to add my bones to the menu soon. You'll have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to free up to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general, I think answering would take up more time than we have to spare. About the quest, it seems to me you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Certainly is. Oh, well, I don't want to do. I do want to do the. I do want to do. I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make a great song for a song, right? A prelude of an epic fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting, but every time I think about embarking on a quest and I start thinking deeply about what might happen, all of my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf, we don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats that they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets, like the Mari Morgan Act incident, or my first encounter with an Amaranthine Hydra, or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Okay, I'm good with that one. Yeah, the Maury Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Thank Gaia word didn't get around. It was my first adventure, the chance to finally escape from the daily grind. What happened? An adventuring party was on their way passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvian spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger. Oh, the fog bears great danger to anyone who ain't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger, a merchant up in Tregarian recommended me. I needed help, of course. My first adventure. Yay! I was so excited, but also very nervous. So of course, it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people, season adventures, one stronger than the next, all in shining on armor and armor to the teeth. wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? They I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I never got lost in the woods before, but this time I did. I couldn't see I couldn't see well. There was blood rushing in my ears. I felt dizzy. So for some stupid reason, I led them along a path with no one should ever take, past the riverbanks of Shivermire, home to the Mari Morgan. You know the Mari Morgan, yes, the wrathful spirit that's known to drown men. Not sure if she really differentiates between genders though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature and found a way out when dawn broke. And then the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. I silently bid my farewells, and when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove, I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughing stock of each of every one of their gatherings. Yeah, probably so. How am I supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right in the arms of a wyvern chimera that lives in Quag Mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventurers, but you didn't. But I didn't. Your first encounter with the Hydra? Well, just a day after it arrived to guard the portal to the dream plane Avion, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burnt them a little in the oven. I thought since it has fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the amaranthine Hydra, and I had this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales matched my hat. And it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits, smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things as changing as the Leviathan sea. All chimeras hate mice, but all hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the amaranthine hydra has given me a riddle. A quest. Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left and I tried solving the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step in front of it again, lest it know I wasn't worthy of his wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore. I ran back, apologized, and begged for an answer. Turns out that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed the quest. Then you completed this quest. 3 days late, it just if it needed an antidote, it would have died. Would have Would haves are about as useful as the antidote would have been as the antidote when you haven't been poisoned. Ooh, let me go ahead and hit a hand clap praise for that. because truth right there. Snaps. Would haves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. Bruh. Putting that on a shirt. Putting that on a shirt. Put putting that on a shirt and putting that on the clip. Yep. Indeed. They changed nothing. I suppose you have a point. Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky whenever good things are supposed to happen. I ruined them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it but me. I'd get caught on it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had just been once. It seems my life only follows a path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion. Oh boy. Like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Yes. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they make they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confused them with the evil twin, the weeping Amaryllis. Now, guess what? Guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping like a baby all day long. When I pluck them, they release their spores, and I start crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry. That sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eases the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop coming and wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with picking flowers. There is if they are the wrong flowers. Imagine if I offered them to adventurers, or much worse, the Hydra. That would have been so embarrassing. I don't think gifting others flowers to make them a little happier is embarrassing. But it would have made a good story to laugh about together. I don't think they would have laughed about it with me, more at me. Maybe they would laugh with you if you chose not to run them away. You seem to assign a cruel sense of humor to people that haven't actually showed you such a thing yet. Not everyone thinks about you the way you think about yourself. That would be nice. Innkeeper? Yes. Do you like spending time with me? Yes, Fable, I do. Really? Of course. Seeing your face in the tavern brightens even the cloudiest of days. Please never stop coming around. I won't. You make me feel a lot less alone. Thank you. That's because you are not alone. Not as long as my tavern and I are here. You better not go anywhere. Not planning on it. Ooh, I like that. Anyhow, you seem you seem to be very insecure, and I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I be? Everything I touch falls apart. You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find that out then. Like on a quest? For example, don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that'll change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else around? Oh boy. And then no one else comes around. What else? What if I'm the only chance they've got? But if I'm not, what if there's someone better? And the best thing that you can do for them, the best thing you can do is try to help them. So if what if another adventurer swings by? They're able to make the situation better. Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows, you might even end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After that, after all, I am a fast runner, and if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and future hero, charmer of nymphs, and am going to embark on this quest to save the villagers, and I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes. Good job. I'll leave the quest in your very capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes. Do you have something that will make me more nimble and quiet so that the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If you want to fight, if I want to fight it, I'm gonna need surprise advantage round, or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy. Perhaps, if it's just a hungry lost liking after all, it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we can even be friends. But I wouldn't need something with a lot of charisma for that. I will leave the choice up to you. Just don't pick some random recipe. Keep in mind of all the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my face. But of course, I'll make sure you're aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. Okay. Ugh. Let me look at my recipe first. How about how about innkeeper go hug that werewolf? Yeah, I don't know about that now. Hmm. Let's see, something with some. need something with a lot of dexterity. Okay. Hmm. Nimble and quiet, so something with a lot of dexterity. Diplomacy. Pep talk. Charisma. We got this, Fable. I got this. Much better. Oh, almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. I think, and how I think you properly if I ever ended up on the taking a quest. So I brought you a little something for you to feel this for my garden. Right soil that become fire resistant, consumption, and the consumption can pass. Exactly. Thought maybe it might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Pam. I'll forgive. Okay. I'll keep. I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days. I'd like to take a look at them all together. Oh, of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with you next time. But I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post victory. Wonder how Fable is doing. Maybe they'll find some new ingredients for me. Although probably not. Hope my shipment arrives soon. You again. Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, yes. I get it. Could you be a bit more specific? The spoken heart one, I taste it. Fine. Thank you. Oh, that's too much. Hmm. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Cute. Charming. Oh. Now what's happening here? Careful. You'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Ah, not another one of those empty blabblers. I can confidently say I am all but empty. That's what they all say. Seems they've given ye more dialogue options than most, but that doesn't convince me just yet. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Of course not. Probably probably forget to give ye enough intellect. Wouldn't be surprised if there's actually a brain inside that skull. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No. I can assure you I'm different from your average background character. Sure. I must agree. You look much more delicious than they usually do. Thank you. Though I should let you know I'm not on the menu. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is that quirky too? What thing? Ah, my cape. Your cape? That's not his cape. The green fellow on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it, and the rest of it is on you. I pretty tough to clean off. May I ask what happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story and your names. Yes, I love stories. Well, then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I'm Sir Alphonse Louise Frederick Dequet Dusang. It's too long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Or if you're out of that, or if you're out, I'll settle for something that tastes like blood. Something that looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Elden Brawler it is. Let's see, so that may defense. Something almost blood for you, sir? Oh, thank you very kindly. It looks delicious. It also tastes delicious. Very alive. Maybe as a chaser, you could let me have a bite? No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Rhea Frostgrip. Nice to meet you. Yeah, Skip. Just serve me something strong. Something that feels durable, tough. Like a mountain or the caves of war. One of those frosty lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. Frosty lagoons. So look like we put a little bit in the charisma. So basically, so I guess what? One part. So 1 part charisma. Okay, 1 part charisma. 1 part strength. And I guess 3 parts defense. Crossing the globe. A taste of your for you and for you, valued customer number 2. Uh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Let me try. I see you are many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks, just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about the oozed filled story? Fine. Guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me deep. Oh, wait a minute. Picture me deep. Picture me deep in the mountains of Dovramere, with my trusty axe and a good shrink by my side. There was minding my own business, digging for the good stuff. Hit a gold vein earlier. Deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big pile of gold. And then suddenly this big ooze comes out and slurp. Gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go look at my new cape. Look at my cape now. It's nearly sunrise. And the sun kills ye. Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyway, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but the ooze slurped me gold, and I had to do something. So I took me shovel and dug and hit and dug and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So, did you dig out your gold? Silly food. She dug out me. And guess what he's clinging on to? The gold? Oh, yes. A big gold nugget. Should be enough to get me to Bavaria. And perhaps even it can get me and perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get you to Peruvia, and you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet. And return, I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I'm starting to wonder where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put my capes? Where? In a wardrobe! Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? No! Kyle, maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you. We could? Phenomenal. I could put a quest for you, but for that we need a little bit more information. Good luck with that. First, I need to know where you last put your cape, where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready for the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strat of Baruvia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course, I couldn't find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes, which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. This then what was the last vampire event you wore your cape to? My wedding? Your wedding? And when I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape to show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampiric Countess Evelyn, residing in Moral Castle? That will be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? Of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape. Ah, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little mean, vicious, beautiful beast. Her. That thief of thieves robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No. I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape, I could have never lived without it. Oh, God, I'm crying. Oh, God. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn. How could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps, innkeeper, that's your name, right? Sure. Do you think a courageous adventurer would be brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Morrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of the mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn, Queen of Darkness, Temptress of Men, flamenco champion of 1467. That the right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. But be wary, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I had got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your Kate back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeeper, quickly another drink. I don't think I can make another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Another lagoon it is. I'm starting to get the hang of. I'm starting to get the hang of the mixing. So you're gonna need. You're gonna, you're gonna need one. We're gonna need one part. Then we're gonna need one part charisma. And then we're gonna fill the rest up with. And then we're gonna fill the rest up with. And then 3 parts. Some liquid stamina. Or, yes. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I can't drink now that I'm consumed with the thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Even everything ails you. The whole way here, you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice, and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. By the dragons, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh. Oh, right. Innkeeper. Do you have a drink that protect me from the sun? Perhaps something to moisturize my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Oh, that reminds me. My Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of a chimera salve for sun protection. A chimera salve? A chimera? A thing made a beast made of several animals. Got 3 heads and all, made by the dragons to guard Gaia, likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware, I didn't know its salve could be so useful. Ah, I hadn't, if only I hadn't eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves, I could have asked for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I think I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No? Oh. What? What are you looking at me like that, Miss Frostgrip? Dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh, nay. Forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusty board. Oh, when will it be done? Tell me when I can walk among things. As soon as the fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds, especially that part. Splendid. Do you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say, innkeeper, where while we wait for someone to do this work for him, do you perhaps have a room or two? Perhaps a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I got a couple of barred up rooms you can stay in. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. It seems they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real boy one day. Yeah, maybe. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. Be that good boy. Sweep, sweep, sweep. And blow out the candle. Turn the lights on.